Yo, what's going on, YouTube fam? This is AD, aka AD Beats LV, coming back with another video for y'all. These videos right here is not evictions. We're gonna do some Karens. This one right here is times cops serve instant karma to Karens. You know, I think everybody's encountered a Karen, or just somebody extremely nosy, not minding their own business, and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So the name of this YouTube handle is Vice Versus, and I'll leave his handle in the description. I hope everybody had a good day today, productive. You were hanging out with some people you can tolerate, you know. So me, I've just been doing content all day, you know, just straight motivated, just trying to use my time wisely since I got to come home early from work. So I'm like, you know what, let me do something productive. And you guys been keeping me motivated. I appreciate all the comments, the subscribers, close to 100. And I'm just like in disbelief, to be honest with you. Like, wow, like, and it's awesome. So, you know, hopefully you'll keep liking the content and coming back to my page. You know, I really appreciate it if you could share. But let's go ahead and get up into it. Let's go.
You have a child on your chest.
Get down, 3 pounds.
So you're gonna go to jail? You're gonna go to jail? You're gonna go to jail and your child's gonna...
Go.
Whoa.
People sometimes think they're above the law. We've got cases of Karens who thought they could get away with anything until they met the cops. Get ready for some wild cases of Karens who pushed the limits faced off with the cops. Our first incident is at the airport where a woman doesn't accept her mistake and still arguing with cops. Lisa Michelle Landy. On July 1st, 2022, Broward County Sheriff's officers got a call about a woman who wouldn't pay for her big bag. She even said someone had 3 minutes to deal with her luggage. Everyone was guessing, what's in that bag? When the cops got there, they first thought maybe a homeless person left the bag. But the twist, the woman who owned it missed her flight 45 minutes before.
Just clothing, but heavy. No tag. I mean, there's a holder, no. Yeah, just... No, I'm just saying there's a holder, but no name.
This is insane. 78 pounds.
77. What could
77 pounds. Because I fly like every week, so it's like, and I bring, you know, I gotta bring my toolbox with all my tools, and my toolbox is barely even 50 pounds. Like, I try to keep it under 50 pounds because anything over 50, you know, on pretty much any airline, you're gonna pay extra cost because it's super heavy. So I make it a point to make sure my toolbox is under 50 pounds, you know, and then I bring you know, my suitcase as well, you know. So that's crazy how a suitcase is 70 pounds. Like, I brought food with me 2 weeks ago when I flew, and I was worried that my suitcase was gonna be too heavy because I had like 3 or 4 or 5 Tupperware with me, like rice and chicken, you know, just trying to save money from just buying food every day, you know. And I was paranoid that my suitcase was gonna be too heavy, but it was only like 38 pounds or something. I'm like, whew, you know, because my company, you know, they pay all the expenses, but if you go over, then you have to pay the overage of it. So I make sure that I keep my luggage under the weight.
be in there?
The cops were careful. They didn't want to touch the bag without gloves. They were wondering, why is this bag of clothes so heavy? Everyone was eager to see what was inside. Turns out, it wasn't dangerous, but the contents were surprising.
Oh, it looks like a homeless person's, like, house. I mean, it's got, like, all this. It's all shoes. And whatever the heck. This is like a whole container of Q-tips. This looks like documents.
Yeah.
Then they were all linked to Lisa Michelle Landy.
She's got a master's degree from Notre Dame.
Why would someone like her leave all this behind? The police knew they had to find her. It was more than just a forgotten suitcase. It was a mystery they needed to solve. The owner, a woman, was on her way to get it back, and she meant business. Turns out, there were more twists to this story. The airport staff told the police she might be drunk. And get this, if she's in Texas, she's not flying out.
She's not flying.
She's not flying. Okay.
I just spoke with the supervisor that's covering the area. It's, they're turning her over, so there's another, but I spoke with both of them, and she said the woman's going to come out. So there were other issues. So.
She's intoxicated, I think, also.
Well, if she's intoxicated, she's definitely not supposed to be going anywhere. So.
Yeah, they don't let you on the plane
Like
if you're
toiletries too, like hygiene products, like perfume bottles, glass. That's what makes it ridiculously heavy. 83 pounds.
The officers even joked it was just left there, all alone.
Like, what do you have in here? A small child.
This wasn't the first time they dealt with something like this. People leaving stuff behind, some even trying to get on a plane while drunk. This woman started talking loudly and saying things you just don't say, especially at an airport. She even used the bad word out loud. She just kept shouting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, here she comes. What?
Yo! Lady! We don't speak that here! What are you saying? Are you kidding me? In the airport? In public? You said the N-word? Are you serious?
She putting her on blast. Look at that.
You're yelling that shit here!
Ooh, she's just getting put on blast. There's like black folks walking behind her. You know, you don't be saying it. She like saying it loud. Just putting her, look at her face though. It's like, what's up with her mouth? You know, is she embarrassed? She's like, put you on blast. Like, don't be saying that word around here.
They told her to grab her massive suitcase, which was super heavy, and head downstairs.
No! Go! No, you're gonna go. No, you're gonna take your big cancer! Get that 3-pound suitcase. Excuse you, that's your Go get it! Get downstairs, lady. Get downstairs.
I can't carry it.
No, get your Go downstairs.
She was asked what she planned to do next, and it was pretty clear. She was about to be arrested.
Excuse you, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Get your hands
You're gonna
off
get
of
arrested. That's what, excuse you.
Just stop.
No.
Stop.
No,
I want to see my
You're
mother
gonna be
tomorrow.
trespassed. No, you're arrested now.
He told no, I'm not arrested.
No. Put your hands behind your back.
Too late
Put your
now.
hands behind your back. Excuse you. Put your hands behind your back.
Stop.
You need to
my
stop.
Mother, you're too young, so you don't understand.
No, I am not.
What is
You're acting like a freaking lunatic.
Late 80s, dying of cancer.
Nobody cares right now because you're acting like a lunatic at an airport. You're
See, there's a guy recording
You're
back
shouting
there.
racist,
I'm gonna put this on
derogatory
YouTube.
terms. You're not when you're
I'm gonna post
blasted
this on
drunk,
Twitter.
lady.
But this officer told me that tomorrow I can.
Well, not before you started
No, you're the one
yelling.
that
You know what
started
you
it.
just said? No.
Oh my gosh, and then she repeats the word, bro. Like, come
I'm
on,
a
lady.
Oh, I'm a okay.
my arm.
I'm a. You got the wrong culture, lady. I can't even put her in my car. What are you trying to say?
Just let me go to a hotel and just come back tomorrow. This is not fair. Because she wants to bully up to me when I need to see my mother and my 2 boys that are home from college.
Why do you get blasted drunk to see your family and your dying mother? That you missed your flight and you left your bag.
That's great how you treat people. Really great.
You know what she said? Yelling out, like the N-word, yelling out.
No, she put
all
hands
out
on me.
loud. No, I only brought hands on you. You need to be quiet.
Yeah.
You need to relax
Battery
yourself.
touch and
You need to
strike on
relax.
you.
You need to relax.
Get her hands off of me.
Then police officer told her to sit down in the car.
Let's get you in a car.
Which car? Where's the car? Whose car are we putting her in? Whose car? Come on.
I want to. Ow!
Stop moving there.
Stop handling me. trash right there.
Okay.
I want it back.
Yeah.
My husband is a med mal attorney. He's a senior partner in Midtown Manhattan.
That's fine.
And there's no way you're gonna let that go. I just said.
All right, sit back in the car.
Ow!
Sit down.
Ow! Are you f***ing crazy?
All right, man. We're not playing that game with you acting like a child. All right, you can sit like that. Do what you gotta do.
The lady continually used bad language and didn't compromise with the police officers. Then the police take serious action against this lady, and she got charged with hitting an officer and being drunk in public. The judge gave her probation and told her she had to do.
But what I don't understand is, I mean, it's cool, like have a shot or two, but I don't understand how people can get just sloppy drunk and fly. Like, I can't picture myself being sloppy drunk and flying. Like, it just don't go together. I mean, you want to take a shot, you know, glass of wine, unwind, you know, take a flight, but you just sloppy sloppy jalopy drunk just trying to get on the plane. They don't be having that at all. They will send you home and say, come back tomorrow.
Do community service. And guess what? JetBlue Airlines won't let her fly with them ever again. This isn't her first mess up with the law either. Before this, she called 911 over 100 times for no good reason. If you enjoyed it and wanted more videos, then hit that like button, share it, and
She's a
subscribe for
problem.
more.
She's an issue.
Now next.
Guys, do you have nagging symptoms of low T? Low libido, weight gain, insomnia, chronic fatigue.
Now next case is about Miss Froze, who creates a mess with cops. Miss Froze. In February 2023, cops got a 911 call. A woman was zooming around on a scooter near a school, dodging people walking. She wasn't even supposed to be riding there, but she said she did it all the time. When someone tried to take her picture, she grabbed their hand and they started fighting. Officer Gabriel Pfizer was called to the Grand Central bus station in St. Petersburg, Florida, to check this out. And guess what? The story was true. People there told Officer Pfizer what happened. A lady with a baby tied to her was riding a scooter super fast and got into a fight with an older lady who worked as a security guard. She was annoyed because she missed her bus. The officer was trying to figure out what was going on, and she got all snappy with him. She couldn't believe it when he said she was under arrest.
Hey man, what's going on?
Nothing, I missed my bus.
Okay. So why are we out here?
Why? Because I missed my bus.
Why am
What
I
kind
here?
of question? You tell me. You're approaching me, sir.
Okay, well, here's the long and short of it, okay? Lose the attitude with me. I didn't cause any
Am
problems.
I under
for you.
arrest?
She keeps asking if she's under arrest, but the cop tells her she's being kicked off the property at least. She's got this attitude and the cop's not having it. He's trying to get her info and she's just saying no thanks in response. She's still not budging, trying to leave, asking again if she's under arrest.
I'm asking. Am I under arrest
I can
right
make
now?
that decision right now. Do you want to go to jail?
Am I currently under arrest?
You're being trespassed at the very least, okay?
For what?
She wants you off the property. You better lose the attitude. What
Then
is
I
with
will
you?
leave. I will leave.
Give me your information real quick.
No, thank you.
Give me your information
No,
real quick.
sir.
Ma'am, listen.
Sir.
We're not playing this game.
I have a
We're not
meeting to
playing
go
this game.
to.
We're not playing this game. Give me your information right now. Because you're
It's
being
escalating.
detained on
For
suspicion
what?
of assault. You on battery.
Assault?
You put your hands on the security.
Are you
guard.
serious?
Give me your name and information right now.
If you want it, you can get it from from
No, I'm
here.
not getting it from anybody else. You give me your information
Please.
right now.
Please
ma'am.
excuse me.
Do not do
Please
this.
excuse me.
You have a child on your chest.
Exactly.
Do
Look
not
how
do
close
this.
you are.
Do not cause issues while you have a
Is your
child.
volume
What is
on?
wrong? Yes, it's on.
Perfect. Thank you.
Give me your information right now.
No, thank you. I'm leaving. I am leaving. Am I under arrest?
You're being.
Whoa. And once again, the kids is to get the brunt end of parents' excuse me, parents' stupidity. Like, dude, just give them your ID. Like, and she's doing that just because she has her baby on her, and that's not cool. Because, you know, of course, you know the cop don't want to do anything, you know, with the baby strapped to her, so she's just like using that, you know what I'm saying, to be resistful and be, you know, just be totally uncooperative. There we go.
Detained.
No.
Yes, you
Detained
are.
for what?
I told you already, for battery.
The cop
Baby's
explains
all
she's
sleepy.
being inside for battery. In Florida, that's a big deal, especially since the person she hit was a security guard. That makes it a felony, way more serious. And here's Destiny, not getting it. She thinks she can just walk away, but when the cops are checking out a crime, you can't just leave. You've got to give them your info. She's talking about calling her lawyer, but she's in a tough spot, especially with her kid right there.
I'll call my attorney on that one too.
Excuse you, ma'am. Give me your ID right now. I'm not playing this game with you. Then give me something with your name on it and give me your information.
Let go of my arm.
She's trying to pull away, but the officer is firm.
Stop trying to pull away from me. Stop trying to pull away from me. Stop it. What is your deal? Just give me your information. Alright. So you're gonna go to jail? You're gonna go to jail? You're gonna go to jail and your child's gonna...
She's not listening and even raises her hand at the officer.
Put your hand down. Don't raise your hand at me. Ma'am, no, listen. You're gonna go to protect. You're gonna go to jail and your child's gonna protect.
Don't say that about my child. That's
Down. You need to listen.
You guys need to back the fuck up.
No, we don't.
She starts shouting, telling the cops to back off, but they're not budging. With all her screaming and struggling, she's just making things worse. She could get charged with resisting arrest or even worse, assaulting an officer. That's serious trouble, up to 5 years in prison. And on top of that, she's risking losing her kid, showing she might not be a fit mom. But she's still going at it, screaming at the officers, not listening. The cops are trying to get her info, asking about where she lives, even the little one's name. They need it because the child was there when everything went down. She's in a real mess, but she's acting like she doesn't get how serious this is.
Child's gonna protect the
Don't say that about my child.
Stop.
That's
Down. You need to listen.
You guys need to back the fuck up.
No, we don't. Ma'am,
I need my back.
do you have anything to say? What do you have to say? Pull it out. I already asked you for your license.
You're very, very disrespectfully. Thank you.
Just reach over and grab it.
Poor little guy. He just caught all in between some madness and drama. He's all sleepy. Like, man, I just want to go take a nap.
I live at the Alpha House in the Mills.
The Alpha House in the Mills. You know the address there? What's the little one's name?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It really doesn't.
Today it does.
It
It
No, it
does.
doesn't.
It does, ma'am.
It doesn't.
Listen. Ma'am, listen. There's allegations that you put your hands on someone. Okay? So because the child's present, when that happened, I need the little one's information.
The officer, totally fed up with her attitude and shocked by how she's acting with her kid right there, decides to talk to the real victim.
With DataCamp, you don't need to download Python to learn Python. You can learn right in your browser with hands-on exercises for code.
Where's that guy who said he saw everything? Huh? That guy that witness and what you saw, where'd he go? Did he already leave? Alright. Alright, where did she hit you? She hit you in the face? Both hands?
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, she did it to herself. She put that baby in her place, so...
Yeah, she sure is.
The victim's pointing to her head and upper body, showing where she got hit. Her name's Aisha Latifa Abdullah, a 66-year-old grandma working security tough lady. Back to the scene, the other cop is being super patient with Miss Froze. He's explaining to her that someone said you hit them.
So what's going on?
You assaulted somebody.
Again, there was allegations that you put your hands on someone. So in the state of Florida, any unwanted touching, that's considered battery.
Battery.
Okay? If someone touched you first and then you touch them, like that's possible, right? But any unwanted touching, that's battery. So this officer has to conduct his investigation. So I don't know which I'm here, right? You saw when I got here, I came right to you. So I don't know what the other side is saying, but he has to conduct his investigation. An allegation of a crime has occurred. So if he asks for your ID and you refuse to give it to him, that in itself is a crime. Okay? So, look, I don't know what route he's going here, what he intends to do, but, I mean, let's just take deep breaths and figure all this out, alright? And, like, I don't know how far he's going and what's being, you know, completely alleged. All I know is someone called and they said that you put your hands on something, okay? That's a crime. The reason why I asked for his name is when a crime's involved in front of a minor, I have to report it to DCF. I have to.
Well, then I need to call the house that I'm staying at because it's a DCF middleman right there.
Okay. But again, I mean, listen, I don't know what the other side is alleging right now other than you put your hands on it. Okay?
I didn't put my hands on her until she swung back at me. Because I went to snatch the phone out of her hand.
She's starting to realize this is a big deal. And it's not just about her.
That didn't even sound right. I didn't... What'd she say? I didn't swing at her until after... I don't know what she just said. Let's see what she just said. Because that just didn't even sound right. Let's go. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go.
I didn't put my hands on her until she swung back at me. Because I went to snatch the phone out of her hand.
She's starting to realize this is a big deal. And it's not just about her anymore. Little does Destiny know, she's just admitted to the battery. She said she was the first to make a move, which is a big no-no. And it gets worse. She also admitted to hitting Aisha Abdullah. Watch how Destiny tries to act smart like she got her legal tips from some Facebook group. When Officer Pfizer comes back, he's like...
Rose?
Yeah.
Alright, Miss Rose, do you want to answer any questions and talk to me about what happened today or no?
I mean, am I being placed under arrest?
I'm going to read you your rights before I talk to you. Do you want to talk to me or am I going to waste my time reading your rights?
Hey, I'm being placed under arrest.
I said you're going to read your rights.
Am I being placed under arrest?
Do you want to talk to me or not?
I'm asking a question so I can make arrangements. Am I being placed under arrest?
More than likely you're going to jail. Do you want to talk to me or no? Do you want to answer any questions about what happened? Or tell your side of the story?
Like what?
Do you want to? Yes or no? It's a simple question.
She's being mad difficult.
He's asking you.
And that's only because she
And I need to make sure my son does not go into any of y'all's hands.
It's like, if she didn't have that baby, they would have already then grabbed her and just hemped her up and cuffed her. That her baby's her safety net right now, and that's not cool. And then you go and hit somebody else with your baby on you. That's like some coward stuff, like doing stuff like that. That's not cool at all. And they're gonna take the baby. She's lucky. We're gonna see if they let somebody come, because they don't have to let somebody come pick the baby up. They can be like, nope, your baby's going to, going down, what do you call it, CPS or whatever, Child Protective Services. Well, that's what they call it here in Vegas. But let's go.
Ma'am, let's worry about this side of it first, and then obviously I'm not going to rip a child out of a mom's arms. It's not how this works.
Right. Destiny's not listening. She's on the phone calling someone to pick up her kid. She's suddenly super worried about her child's safety. But where was this worry when she was attacking a grandmother? The officer asks.
Is that dad or a friend?
That's his aunt.
His aunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
The officer tries to explain things to her.
Sorry, I guess I'm missing my work meeting too.
The officer tries to explain things to her.
Listen, in order for him to ask you specific questions about what happened today, he would have to read you your rights, okay? Part of reading you your rights, if you don't want to answer questions, then he's not going to read them. So if you're willing to answer questions and tell your side of the story, he's going to read it to you and then ask questions. But if you don't want to talk, he's not going to take the time and read it to you. Okay. That's what his question is.
No, not talking.
He can only help you.
Yeah, not talking.
Alright, that's fine.
While it's clear that Destiny is acting like a total Karen and is in the wrong, it's super important to remember something about the cops. They can lie to get a confession, and that's what Officer Gabriel Pfizer did here. Talking to the cops can sometimes lead people to admit to things without even realizing it. If you think you didn't do anything wrong, the best move is to say you're using your Fifth Amendment rights. Do what the police say. But don't say a word until your lawyer shows up. After waiting for like 30 minutes, the kid's aunt Leah finally gets there to pick him up.
We'll let him, he'll let him know.
going to jail. Going around with salt.
Okay. Can I tell you something real quick?
I'm gonna be easy.
Okay.
That I am handling you or nothing, okay? Just relax, though.
It was pretty yoked.
Tragically, Destiny's actions led to
guns on.
serious consequences. She was charged with felony battery on a security officer. It's a really sad situation because one bad decision has changed her life a lot. That's our look through the world of Karens meeting instant karma. From ignoring basic decency to clashing with the law. But remember, the world's full of all sorts of people. And it's these wild stories that remind us to always stay kind and respectful, no matter what. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Yeah, actually, I was going on a trip. I don't remember exactly where. But I had already boarded the plane, and I usually get aisle seats because, you know, I go use the restroom, so I won't have to be bothering people to get up. So I'm sitting in the aisle, and people are still boarding or whatever. And this guy, he's drunk. I didn't realize it until after what he did to me. So I'm sitting there, waiting. You know how sometimes there's a full line in the aisle. People are trying to get to their seats. So, because I carry a backpack as well, right? So, right before I get on the plane and go into the door, I take off my backpack because I don't want to be, you find your seat, you still got your backpack on you, and you try to move over to take it off, and you're gonna mess around and hit somebody. So, I'm courteous. Some people don't, and then they will literally slap you with their backpack. So, I'm sitting there, and this guy comes up, and he still has his backpack on, and so he turns. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was trying to talk to the person behind him, and as soon as he turned, the backpack almost hit me, so I stuck my arm up like this, and just went like this, and I turned my head, and then when I did that, he realized what I was doing, because I'm blocking him from him and hit me in the head with his backpack. He was like, man, you want to do that? Or he said something. I can't remember what he said because I just ignored him. I just blocked his backpack. He said something to me. And I'm like, when he said that, I could smell the alcohol. I'm like, man, I'm not even going to reply to this fool. I need to go work. I mess around and get kicked off the plane for beating this dude up because that's just rude. But, that's something you have to deal with in the airport. Some people are really, really mad rude, cutting you. It's just this is certain things you have to deal with, and because you're in the airport, you can't really flex and get mad or make a scene because they don't be playing in the airport, man. They'll boot you quick. So that was just a little story I had flying or whatever. But I figured I'd do a little, quick little video on something different than evictions and everything like that. I'm gonna be doing different stuff. I'm kind of new at this, I'm still getting my feet wet, and trying to figure out my way or whatever. But I found it pretty interesting that I was in the airport because I'm in the airport every single week. And I will be in the airport on Monday, headed to Kansas. I've never been to Kansas before, but I will Monday. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys, whoever stayed around to watch it. I'm really humbly grateful, for everybody who's been subbing and everything like that. It's really cool, and I'm grateful for it. So, with that being said, I still have the part 2 of Half Hell Hath No Fury. That's done. I'm gonna drop it. It's kind of long and everything like that, and so, I'm kind of hesitant to drop it because it's not much really goes on in there, All the excitement was pretty much on the part 1, but Mr. Penn, he wants me to, post the whole video. So, I'll drop it probably in the morning or something like that. And if you guys check it out, I appreciate it. If you don't, it's all good. Check something else out. I appreciate that too. But with that being said, I hope everybody has a good night. I'm gonna just go get me something to eat. I've been in this studio literally all day. My eyes are just super strained. I've just been working on different stuff, and when I drop stuff, I hope you guys like it. And you know, if you want to hit me up, you know, leave a comment. I'll try to comment back to everybody who I can. And shoot, you know, I'll see you on your next one. I'm AD, aka AD Beats LV, and everybody have a good night. Peace.